All
right, we are the Hebrew Israelites coming out here week in, week out, in season, out of season, as I'm Malak, Amashak, and Hawashai, commanders to do, who new masters of the world, ignorantly referred to Jesus Christ, to come out here and fish for the elect. As he said, he would make us fishers of men to fish for the elect of Israel, to bring them good tidings, the gospel, that the kingdom of heaven is coming in. All right, and also prophesy against Mount Seir, the Edomites, the rest of the heathen nations, of the natural Gentiles, and also prophesy against the unnatural Gentiles, the two-thirds, okay, the prophesy the destruction to the wicked, whose name is written in earth for destruction, all right? So as always, we go ahead and give all praise and glory, infinite honor to our power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakodash, all right? And also want to go ahead and say, Mashana Kabwadi Lahasakwanim, Shal Gadwaraka, which means double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone on down. And Shalom, honor and salutation to by Yashada Wadah, the house of David, along the rest of one-third elected men, women, and children of Israel. All right.
Right.
All right. So once again, you're back at it. Back at it again. All right. Through the spirit of prophecy, being a testimony of our Lord and Savior Hamashiach Yahushai, through this open forum, he's going to flow through the spirit. Bringing out some end-time prophecies, mainly through some recent secular events, to further indicate that we are living these last days, these perilous times. In 2 Timothy, the 3rd chapter. So, Baruch Shah, can you start off with that in 2 Timothy 3:1?
Yep.
Because everything that's going on regarding these end time prophecies, that Yahushua, spoke about are coming to pass, right? Through these rumors of wars, all right. Specifically, regarding what's going on over there in West Asia, all right, within the modern day Middle Eastern area, all right, right in the Euphrates River, the Strait of Hormuz, all right, the Tigris River and so forth, where this last world war is prophesied to take place in the valley of Yehoshaphat in Joel the 3rd chapter, which is Yahweh's judgment, man. The area where Yahweh, Yahweh, the man of war, okay, would gather the military, the army of these heathen nations, including the so-called Muslim Brotherhood of the Dragons of Arabia in 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, for war. All right, for what? For what purpose? To be destroyed, okay, for oppressing and inflicting the nation of Israel, man. Okay, so Yahweh Ba'ashem Yeshua is pleading our cause, okay, for oppression at the hands of these heathen nations. And this is why they're being gathered, okay, within the spirit of war to destroy themselves, man. Okay?
Yeah, I got it. All right, this is the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 3 and verse 1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures, lovers more than lovers of the Most High.
Right. So the people of this world are the people that spoken about in particular in those prophecies there.
Yep.
Okay, that are eventually going to be confounded. Okay, by the judgment of the Lord's plagues, man. Especially the greatest of all plagues being that great millstone. Okay, Revelation 18 chapter. All right, where these nukes, these 200 million ICBM missile warheads are going to detonate and bring that besom of destruction through the destroying wind. Okay, Jeremiah 51. It's like Isaiah 14:23 and Jeremiah 51:1. Okay, to America, man. All right, through that cleansing agent being fired. All right, through this thermonuclear fire radiation of these 200 million ICBM missile warheads to cleanse this place of its iniquity. Because in Amos 9 and Revelation 18 chapter, the prophesies about this place being the kingdom of iniquity, man. All right, the sinful kingdom.
That's right.
Okay, promoting all manners of wickedness. Case in point, this dude is due up the Boston, whether unbeknownst to him or not.
Right.
All right, a lot of so-called rockers tore it up, but. Anyway, it's just speaking of the devil, man. I mean, it's just a vibration. This is another indication of vibration, heavy vibration of Shaitan out here. Okay,
right.
That people are under, man.
Yep.
Okay, leaning on their own understanding. Further following the satanic counsel of the self-proclaimed white man Esau, Edom, even to the point of destruction. All right. And speaking of which, you got to speaking of the devil. Once again, speaking of the devil, you got to bug out Edomite over here. All right. But these spirits are getting turned up out here, man, because we're at the end. And these people are on edge. That's why in St. Luke 21:25, it prophesies about the distress of the nations. Okay, so these people are in a state of perplexity. Okay, because they know that in their so-called subconscious, in the back of their mind, in their spirit, that there's something wrong in this system, man. There's something wrong in this world. All right, so they're spazzing out. All right, through these protests, through these these violent riots and so forth, attacking these cops All right,
uprisings of the people.
Uprisings of the people, man. Second Ezra 9th chapter, and so forth, man. So these are end time prophecies we're in, including this last world's war, man. All right, because before this last world's war is going to take place, it's going to be a civil war. That's why Esau's pushing this whole political, regime, or political snare, mainly through this Trump versus Harris, just Trump versus Kamala Harris situation, man. To further, is another further war, divide and conquer tactic, man. Another war tactic of divide and conquer. Okay.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 33, and verse 13. It says, "Hear ye that are far off what I have done, and ye that are near acknowledge my might." All right, so he's speaking to the children of Israel, specifically to the elect. All right, you that are far off, all right, acknowledge what the Lord has done, all the destruction he's brought upon earth, all the different judgments he brings each and every day. All right, and you that are near, acknowledge my might. All right, acknowledge the might of the Lord. Acknowledge that he's the one in control of all these things, man, like he said. All right, wars, evils, famines, pestilences, race wars, class wars, civil wars, economic woes, all these things are coming upon Babylon the Great. It says, verse 14, "The sinners of Zion are afraid. Fearfulness has surprised the hypocrite." All right? Who among us shall dwell with the devouring fire? Who among us shall dwell with everlasting burnings? Okay, so it says fearfulness has surprised the hypocrites, man. All the people of the world, like you said, what we just read in 2 Timothy, the 3rd chapter. All right, those that portray all those characteristics. All right, right now, they think it's all love, it's all good, because the deception in the beast system has taught them that these things are not going to happen, or because you belong to the private JC club, that you're going to be good. There's going to be a pre-tribulation rapture, all that nonsense. All right, when the scriptures say, with the Lord, that everybody is going to be tried on the face of the earth. All right, so it says the hypocrites are going to be afraid. The sinners in Zion, all right, they're going to be in great fear, because these things are going to come suddenly upon the earth. Verse 15, it says, Isaiah 33 and 15, "He that walketh righteously and speaketh uprightly, he that despiseth the gain of oppressions, that shaketh his hands from the holding of bribes, that stoppeth his ears from hearing of blood, and shutteth his eyes from seeing of evil. He shall dwell on high. His place of defense shall be the munitions of rocks. Bread shall be given him, and his waters shall be sure." Okay, so the Lord said, I'm going to protect and make sure that my people, all right, those that are righteous through the faith in Yahweh Shai, that they're going to be protected in the day of evil that's getting ready to come upon the face of the earth, man. All right, and we see the stage being set. All right, different things happening prophetically, getting closer and closer to Armageddon, World War III, as each day passes by. And through the Spirit, before we even got started, man, we was thinking about how hot it was, and a man that was across the street said, "Hey, you brothers, you want some cold water?" And he brought us a whole gallon of ice cold water, man. All right, that's right. That's right. That's the Lord, showing an example of how He's going to provide for His saints in the time to come. All right.
Right. Yep. And can you get and I think in that same chapter, can you get Isaiah 33 and 1?
Yep. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 33 and verse 1. It says, "Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me, that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin unto sin." Salaki. Oh, that was Salaki. The page flipped by the wind. Salaki, my bad. Isaiah 33 and 1. That was 30. My bad. Isaiah 33 and 1. "Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou wast not spoiled, and dealest treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee."
God, they dealt not treacherously with thee. You Edomites, man. All right, the hammer of that runs the hammer of the earth, America, Babylon the Great, man. Your headquarters of wickedness, man. All right, through the wicked covering cast. All right, that veil of your wicked covering cast being your wine of fornication, prophesied in Isaiah 25 and 7, man. That modern day wine of fornication being the biblical, in this case, the biblical wine of fornication being that modern day wine of like Western philosophy, man. Or including your diplomacy, your especially democracy that you're using to justify infiltrating the lands of these sovereign nations, all right, to wage geoeconomical war on them through the tariffs and the sanctions and whatnot, all right, to further use war provocation against these sovereign nations, all right, which is why, as it was recently, as we spoke about, we have both reported on, with this situation, West Asia, centered around Amalek, all right, drawing these nations out into this last world war, because that's part of your treachery, man. Okay, you know, because case in point, as it was reported, all right, there was two high profile assassinations within the last you know, really the last 24 hours. All right, you know, involving the senior Hezbollah commander Fouad Shukar in an Israeli strike in the southern suburb of Beirut, Lebanon, and along with the Hamas political bureau chief Ismail Haniyeh, and then the Iranian capital in Tehran. Now, it also came out that Amalek, you know, Amalek had bragged about eliminating the Hamas commander Mohammed Daif in Gaza last month.
Amalek is the 1948ers.
John, the condom hats.
The big no small hats.
John.
Right. Yep.
All right. And so along with this guy, the Hamas commander Mohammed Daif, there's also rumors of wars further circulating the global media headlines. All right, including regarding the death of Iranian Brigadier General Amir Ali Hajizadeh. Okay, that's how you pronounce that. Hajizadeh. Okay, the Iranian Brigadier General Amir Ali Hajizadeh. Okay, so that's two more. Okay, top military officials that they're saying that Amalek eliminated, along with those first two that I spoke about, man.
Yep.
All right, and who knows? Because who knows how much more that is? Because we already know that after Bibi, you know, met with Congress and was you know, given a green light to go to war with Lebanon, another proxy. Okay, you know, that the Houthis, you know, the Houthi militants are further operated by way of. Okay, supported by Iran, is another, you know, is a further war, you know, is a further, you know, further war provocation to wage on Iran, man. We know that in Ezekiel 38 chapter, the Persians spoke about in Ezekiel 38 chapter are the Iranians in the context of prophecy, man. So that's another major prophecy, okay, that spells doom for America, man. And Second Ezra, the 7th chapter, and so forth, because you know, that treachery that you devils have enacted upon these so-called sovereign, you know, kings of these heathen nations are not going to go quietly, man. Eventually, they're going to come out of that corner that you backed them into, and they're going to shoot nukes upon you, man. Okay, and that's going to be the end of America, Babylon the Great, all right? But now before that mark of the beast being a microchip is implemented first, man. All right, and that's why we hear more, you know, reports about that, okay, you know, being circulating around the headlines as well, okay, because America just hit $35 trillion in debt. So you know this place can really collapse at any point. All right, and this is why we're hearing more reports about these cashless societies and whatnot. Okay, and more promotion of the CBDCs and other, you know, digital currencies.
I got research.
Another omen of that. Then the next major prophecy, the mark of the beast, that eventually lead into this last world war.
Yep.
Okay.
First, I want to say shalom. All right, shalom Yazalaya. Yazalaya. All right, shalom, man. Shalom. All right, this is going into what you were talking about, America's debt. All right, this is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, and verse Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 6. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. All right, and that clay represents that debt that he was going into, which said 35 trillion.
Yep, you hit 35 trillion a few days ago.
Yep. So America is lading itself with that thick clay, that debt. Shall they not rise up suddenly, that shall bite thee, and awake, that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them? All right, and that's talking about these Eastern nations. Okay, because America and the creation state of Israel have been killing these leaders over in these Eastern nations, you know, for a long time. But now they're getting ready to rise up against Babylon the Great.
I got a quick precept.
Let me finish
Okay.
this. It says, verse 8, it says, because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of men's blood and for the violence of the land and of the city of all that dwell therein. All right, so all of the remnant of the people are getting ready to rise up against Babylon the Great. All right, as he just said, man, all these different nations in the quote-unquote Middle East, which is really Western Asia, Iran, you know, Saudi Arabia, all these different nations are joining forces against Babylon the Great. All right, that's the time we're coming into.
And this is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 9. And it reads, for lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man, none shall return in vain. Like it says in 2 Ezra 16 chapter, these archers are going to shoot these arrows, man. All right, those flying swords in Isaiah 34 chapter. And this is why these very swords are being sharpened and furbished in Ezekiel the 21st chapter in the midst of these nations, man. And this is why Russia, in the BRICS nation, okay, they've been, indulging in these military drills. And that's why Russia popped up. Russian warships were spotted about 90 miles away from the Florida coast, man. Right. And the Chinese military was seen in Alaska, which is also American territory, man. Yep. All right, so who's further, leading these countries in the north and the eastern hemisphere against America is Amalek. And this is why in Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 20, it says, "Therefore hear the counsel of the Lord Yahweh that he had taken against Edom, and his purposes that he had purposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them." The least of the flock is the Amalekites, man. All right, the condom hats over there. All right, with the Shirley Temple curls. Okay, perpetrating to be us, man, and they're further, drawing these other nations out. Okay, into this last world war, man. Okay, in which these nations are being, are facing these obligations to choose a side. All right, and a lot of them that seek Gog in Ezekiel 30th chapter, being Russia, the modern-day king of the Medes, or for their protection against the West and NATO, or and Amalek, okay, going to go with them. Even certain NATO countries going to prophesy to turn their backs on America, as it says in Revelation 17:16. Why? Because they see, all right, the vanity of continuing to be under the umbrella of Babylon the Great, to hammer the earth. Why? Because of the treachery prophesied in Isaiah 33:1, associated with America, Babylon the Great. All right.
If I'm not mistaken, doesn't it say that the horns of the beast shall turn on the great horn?
Yeah, it's Revelation 17:16.
Right, yeah. So even the nations that were in confederacy with America, Babylon the Great, all right, NATO and the EU, a lot of those nations are going to turn on America, and they're also going to shoot missiles upon Babylon. And really, what's going to happen? The reason why that's going to happen is because a lot of the nations that are in league with America, all right, they're going to be forced to choose a side because of the actions of the small hats, all right? Because a lot of them, like over there, probably Germany and nations around Western Europe, they're not okay with what's going on with Netanyahu. All right, Benjamin, not a Jew.
And if they speak up, if they speak out against it, then Esau, then they can face the risk of being threatened geoeconomically. All right, that's why, like for Germany, for example, and certain NATO EU allies have been having sanctions slapped on them, including Turkey, and that's why Germany's Olaf Scholz, which I believe he's still currently the prime minister, whatever his title it is, Germany's Olaf Scholz, was being persecuted in Esau's Western media because, he wants to continue to benefit off of cheap Russian gas, okay, and not that liquefied natural gas that Esau of America and NATO are looking to further, keep themselves, in that global, position of global leverage over these nations. It says in Revelation 17. They would sit, as a whore upon many waters, man. Okay, so that's the quagmire these nations are in. Which side do they choose? Right. And that's where Amalek comes in. That's where Amalek, all right, the condom hats, okay, is further factored in terms of another key component of prophecy, man. Because they're being used by the man of war, Abner Yahweh, to further lead the nations out into this last world war, man. All right, and that's why the so-called Muslim Brotherhood are banding together. Okay, as in Egypt and Qatar and so forth, okay, over, Amalek being exposed for eliminating these top Iranian political leaders and military officials and so forth, man, okay, or political officials and military leaders, like you, all right, and that's why they're starting to become more privy to Esau's wiles, as it speaks about in Ephesians 6 chapter, and that's further motivating them to further voice, their angst or displeasure with Amalek and the rest of the Edomites, man, of this Western regime, okay, all right, and this is why they're further furbishing their soul in these last days, man. All right.
When you said Ephesians the 6th chapter, which verse are you talking about specifically?
You have to go to it. You could really start at verse 10. I believe the point is verse 12.
Okay. Oh, you talking about wrestling flesh and blood?
Yeah, I believe the wiles is anywhere between verses 10 and 12.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Okay. I'll go ahead and bring that out. Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. All right, and that word, I know for a fact that word wiles is methodia in the Greek, which goes into schemes, tricks, plots, plans, craft. All right, so you got to be firm in this truth so that you're able to withstand all the different things that are going to come down the pipeline.
Yeah, and that's why in the Apocrypha says, "Who shall pity a charmer that's been by a serpent?" All right, roughly paraphrasing, because part of the the tactics of the serpent, all right, is mainly his wine, man. Okay, that's called these nations be drunk.
Brother Yazaliah, all right, he put up Joel chapter 3 and verse 2. He's out of Dallas, Texas, I believe. Okay. All right, Joel chapter 3 and verse 2, it says, "I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat. I will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land." All right, he put up verse 3, and Shalom, Brother Moses. He put up verse 3, "And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for an harlot, and sold a girl for wine, that they might drink." That's right, yeah, so all the nations being gathered together for war, ultimately it's all for the judgment of what they did to the children of Israel. And I got a precept on that right quick. All right, I'm gonna get Jeremiah the 25th chapter. All right, because it goes into that. All right, this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 25 and verse 25 and verse 12. I'm gonna wait till these cars go by. They're real loud. Okay. All right, Jeremiah 25 and 12, and it reads. Oh, it's a lot. And it reads, "And it shall come to pass, when 70 years are accomplished, that I will punish the king of Babylon and that nation, saith the Lord, for their iniquity in the land of the Chaldeans, and will make it a perpetual desolation." That's how you notice it's talking about the daughter of Babylon, not ancient Babylon, because he said, "I'm gonna make it a perpetual desolation." And back in the day, in ancient Babylon, the children of Israel were there for, I believe, 70 years. All right, so it's kind of a double prophecy, but this is talking about the daughter of Babylon. All right, which we're in today. He said, "I will make it a perpetual desolation, and I will bring upon that land all my words, which I have pronounced against it. Even all that is written in this book, which Jeremiah hath prophesied against all the nations." Another indication that this is the daughter of Babylon. Okay, because it talks about that didn't happen. The nuclear warfare didn't happen to ancient Babylon. All right, but it is going to happen to the daughter of Babylon, which is America. It says, "For many nations and great kings shall serve themselves of them." All right, and who are many nations and the great kings? All the different kings of the earth. It tells you in 1 Maccabees 2 and 10, it says, "Who hath not gotten of her spoils?" All right, so many nations and great kings shall serve themselves of them. They will forward the affliction of the children of Israel, as it says in Zechariah chapter 1. "And I will recompense them according to their deeds and according to the works of their hands. For thus saith the Lord, Yahweh, power of Israel, unto me, take the wine cup of this fury at my hand, and cause all the nations to whom I send thee to drink it. And they shall drink and be moved and be mad because of the sword that I will send among them." All right, so he says all the nations are going to drink of that cup. All right, and that's what we're seeing. We're seeing these nations being gathered to the valley of Jehoshaphat, which the Heavenly Father's name is Yahweh, and Shaphat meaning judgment, all right, in the Paleo-Hebrew tongue. So it says Jehoshaphat, but the correct pronunciation is Jehoshaphat. So he's bringing them all to that valley, all right, which is known as the quote-unquote Middle East, and that's where that war is going to kick off, all right. And how is he going to bring that sword upon them? All right, by his weapon, all right, which is the ICBM nuclear missiles. That's the Lord's chosen weapon, his chosen instrument of death. All right, the ICBM nuclear missiles. Okay, and that's gonna be what the world knows of as Armageddon or World War III. All right, which we're fastly approaching each and every single day. All right, that's it.
Yeah, man. So this is why this war is getting ready to happen, man. It's going to be used to produce that cleansing agent, man, to this filthy place. All right, and this is why I can grab Job 20:27.
Yep.
And this is why this place of iniquity, sin upon sin by by the man of sin, established by the man of sin, the son of perdition, Esau Edom. Okay, is going to receive his fate. Is going to receive his horrible fate, man. All right, and everyone who continues to fall after, marvel after this beast system. Okay, because like it says in Proverbs 11:21, those join hand in hand, with this devil, going to be destroyed. All right, only the seed of the righteous
getting ready to fulfill and have everybody on earth enslaved by way of his RFID microchip. All right. Salakia. Oh my goodness, bro.
At the limit?
No. Somebody tried to call me and it froze. I hate when that happens. We'll close out soon anyway. It's just annoying. People always try to call me when I'm preaching, bro. Anyways, continuing on, Job chapter 20 and verse 21. There shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his goods. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. When he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. It is drawn and cometh out of the body, yea, the glistening sword cometh out of his gall. Terrors are upon him, all darkness shall be hid in his secret places. A fire not blown shall consume him, it shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle. The heavens shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him. The increase of his house shall depart, and his goods shall flow away in the day of his wrath. All right, so that's talking about Esau, man. Everything that he has, his whole heritage is going to be laid waste for the dragons. It's going to come to naught, as it tells you in Malachi chapter 1 and verse 4, I believe.
That's right. That's why in his precept, the book of Sirach chapter 14, verse 3 says, riches are not comely for a niggard, and what should an envious man do with money? All right. Well, with his scarcity mindset, he's going to misuse it, and it's going to further lead into his damnation. Yep. All right, because it says in Ezekiel the 7th chapter, it's really talking about Jake, but you can also attribute it to Esau, where his silver can be casted out into the streets, right? Because like it says in Zephaniah the 1st chapter, you can Bob Shaw, can you grab that?
Yeah.
Zephaniah.
We'll close that.
Okay, Con.
This is pissing me off, bro. I got time. Dang, bro. And I think it was a telemarketer too, like, bro. Is Zephaniah the 1st chapter?
Con, that part where it's, at the very end of the chapter, it's his goal should not deliver him, with that phrase.
Oh, yeah. Yep. So, like it, bear with me. Trying to find it. No, I got it. Okay, I got it.
Okay, you got it? Okay.
Yeah. Zephaniah chapter 1 and verse 18. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath. But the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy. But he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land.
They can make a speedy riddance of each other, man. Just 1 hour, like I said in Revelation 18 chapter. That's all it's going to take for America, Babylon the Great. Okay, the great land of confusion be destroyed.
Yep.
All right, for the great amount of iniquity this place to produce. All right, by the blind leads the blind to lead the blind into a ditch. It can be a great slaughter. Okay, by the hands of Yahweh Shai and the angels. All right.
Yep. All right. Well, yeah, this thing is malfunction. You want to go ahead and close out?
All right, man. So just a quick little impromptu, Adam Ratazaz, Fred edifying, exhorting to elect, and give all praise and glory, infinite honor to our power. Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Kakadash. All right, so our praise to Heavenly Father, Yahweh. All right, whose name is Yahweh in ancient Hebrew, Ba'Shem in the name, Yahweh Shai, whose name is in ancient Hebrew, being the name of the Messiah, in the name, okay? So you see Yahweh, all right, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, all right, and that's the power that we serve, man, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, who's, blessed with the Spirit to come out here, okay, yet again, and further bring out this gospel to the elect, all right, and also to prophesy against you heathen, all right, to inform you that you're going down and your kingdom is at its end, man, all right. Yep. Within this paradigm shift, we're going to rise up against you, pursuing the book of Daniel, and we're going to rule forever in righteousness.
Yep, the saints shall take the kingdom, possess the kingdom forever and ever.
That's right.
Yep, all right, well, that being said, Shalom and the Bible Ball.
Can you pray for